Hello everyone, this is Nitin here. So I hope you're enjoying your journey with watercolor and you are learning, you are improving. And I really want to say thank you so much watching my videos, learning from them. So if you have not subscribed my channel, then I would ask you to please subscribe it, and don't forget to click on the bell icon so that give you a notification. So in this video, I wanted to talk about, or rather, actually, I wanted to give you a real time, the experience, how to prepare your artboard, for watercoloring, because this is the something where a lot of people have asked me to work on because they don't know. In fact, they have never been exposed with how to prepare your paper for watercolor painting. So here it is. So currently I'm using, this is a slightly bigger set, which is around 30 by 22 inch of this paper. So this is a handmade, that locally handmade paper, and I'm making you can see I'm making one painting here, which I'll be sharing in my Instagram, so you can just check all of these updates in my Instagram. So what I want to say here is, when you are trying to make watercolor art, it's really important to understand how to prepare your artboard, right? And if it is not being done properly, then you might have to struggle a lot, because there will be some blotting on the paper while doing your painting, and that actually it ends up spoiling your painting sometime, right? So you need to be very much careful. So the very first thing what you really need is a very hard surface board. I mean, as you can see here, this one. So see, this is actually a very hard board. It's an art board. You can get it in your online store, online store, or probably in offline also you can get it in your art suppliers shop. So get that one. Now you have to now you'll have to see, like, how bigger you want. If you want a bigger size like this, you can get it, but I would suggest you to stick with the size which is manageable at this moment if you are started with a watercolor, or else you can go for an even larger one. So it's all up to you how you want to you want to go ahead. So the very first thing is that the board, and how you wanted to place this board. It should be like a 15 to 20 degree angle. So it should be in a slant, like from here, and it goes up here. Okay, so that actually, when you are applying the color here, when you are putting the color here, so basically it's just it actually coming down and merges with a different color, right? So that's really important to keep your board in that direction. Can you see that? Yeah, I think you have got that idea how it is, right? So keep that board in that way, so when you are putting the color or water, it bleeds properly. That number one. And the number two is, when you are putting the color, you need to mount the paper properly. So you need to have a paper tape like this. So this is around 1 inch of paper tape. It comes in a different size. You can go for 1.5 inch also, but it should have a great amount of glue in it, so it just it captures the edges. So you can just stick that edge properly, but when you are doing it, okay, you have to make sure that there should not be blot here. Okay, so when you're doing it, just put it like this, and then you put it another one. So first you do it top one, okay, and then you go for this, and then this at the end you have to do it this one, the last one. So whenever you're going, you just do it this way, like this. So there should not be any blotting. So that's the very you'll have to do in a such thing. So preparing the board, your art board, or probably rather I would say your paper, It all depends on how you want to make it. You want to make a sketch first, or you can do it later also. So it's like I'm talking about the stretching the paper. So I generally, what I do is I sketch first, and then I'll go directly applying the color, or probably I just take this here and put the I sprinkle the water here with the bigger mopping brush, and I put like this. Okay, this way. So as you can see, I've just completed the first wash, like stretching the paper, and just right after that, you can see that the things are like the papers are blotted because there's a lot of the air inside, and this is why it gives you this feel. But let it be like this for at least for until it's not dried completely. Things will get settled by itself. So you really don't need to do anything actually. So I would suggest you to do this in the night, and leave it over the night, and you can see in the morning things will get settled. This blotting will not be there anymore. It also depends on the kind of paper you are using. Some of the papers which does not have this much of blotting, but you'll have some sort of the blotting even in any sort of paper you are using, right? So that's the kind of the preparation you need for your watercoloring. Even after that, some paper required even a second coating of the water, the mopping. So you can do it. You could do that also. It all depends on how smooth the surface you want, but don't do more than twice. So that's the kind of the suggestion I have for you to to prepare your artboard for painting. So thank you so much everyone for watching this video. I will be coming with some new real-time experience for you to understand the watercolor more briefly. Meanwhile, you can check my all SKILLSHARE classes. I have some interesting SKILLSHARE classes available. You can check out, you can enroll in those classes, you can learn, and definitely those classes will help you to grow with the watercolor. So thank you so much everyone. I will be coming with a new video very soon. Take care.